We go into some of the most dangerous, hopeless, dark places in Lexington and the surrounding area. And most of these places people intentionally avoid. They're only here if they have to be here. And it's places like this that we seek to bridge the gap. And we intentionally, on a consistent basis, build a presence in locations like this because we believe that the spiritual and the social culture can change, but it can't change without our presence. And so I'm standing right now in a transitional apartment building where we had spent months building a relationship and sharing hope and love with, was shot and killed right here in the hallway behind me. And our team was devastated, and we knew the residents here were devastated as well. And so one of our core values is to restore dignity and honor. We believe that everyone is extremely valuable to God. And Sheila was no different. She had her struggles. She had the things that were keeping her down, but her life deserved honor and dignity. And so what we did was we planned a memorial service for her and for the residents here to honor her life and to speak of the things that she did, the good things that she did and the person that she was apart from the addiction and apart from the things that she found herself trapped in. So as we set up right here on Sunday to honor her life, there was 3 men that were walking from the gas station passing through, and we let them know that that there was a woman named Sheila here and that she passed away, that we were doing a memorial service, and if they wanted to stick around. And all 3 of the men knew Sheila, and they stayed. And so during that time, it was just such a beautiful time of being present in other people's suffering, being present when they had all faced such a traumatic situation here at their house, where they live, where they reside. And so we shared, our team shared, people from that live here, the residents, they shared, and we all had balloons, and we lifted them up, and we were able to say our goodbyes and honor Sheila's life. And it was after everybody had kind of scattered and we were putting things up, that a young man came up to me and said, this was too personal to share in that group setting, but I know I need to share it with someone. He said, it was in January, my father passed away. And he said, I had one good year in my whole life with my dad, one good year. And he had passed away, and I was heartbroken. I felt like my heart was just ripped out of my chest, and I didn't know what to do. I was overwhelmed. I knew I had to get out of the house, and I just went for a walk. And he said, I ended up, it's dark, it's night, nobody's around, and I'm just all alone. And I cry out to God. I say, God, he said, I prayed to God for the first time in 15 years. And he said, God, send me an angel. And it wasn't 2 seconds after that he heard a voice behind him that said, do you have a cigarette? This angel smoked. And when he turned, he said, when I turned my face to look at her, he said right away she was shocked, and she said, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on with you? And he said, she listened to me. She cared for me. She comforted me in my loneliness time. And he said, that was Sheila. He said, that was 6 months ago. He said, today I happened to be walking by. I had no clue you guys were going to be here. I had no clue this memorial was happening. I happened to be walking by right when you guys set up, and when you invited me, I wanted to be a part of honoring her life because she was there for me when nobody else was. And she showed me God in a way that I hadn't experienced before. And so here at Bridge the Gap, man, that is our heart. That is what we're doing. We're restoring dignity and honor. We're letting people know that they are deeply and dearly loved by God. And the most important thing is that they're not alone. That God is available. God is there for them. And that there are people who love God that care for them. And I'm telling you what, it's in that environment that healing and that miracles and that people's lives are transformed, and in that the culture of communities like this are transformed by the power of God.